The next slide that I want to share for you is even more interesting because it's from a dear past elder who great respect is given to. And that elder's name is Dr. Ben. Oftentimes in the community, people ask questions such as, the elders get the respect, all the respect that they earn and that they deserve. But at one point, right, do we say that an elder is above correction or edification? What if an elder gave information that is outdated, right, that new scholarship proves is wrong? What if an elder simply just gave bad or wrong information? So Ankh posed this question to Mfudiji and Professor Smalls when Professor Smalls, Mfudiji, and Baba Hiru were on Sarnetta's couch. And Brother Ankh called in and he said, I'm going to ask you guys a question because Ankh disagreed with some of their information. He said, when we feel that the elders are wrong, we respect y'all. How do we go about, bringing edification? What if the elders' information is outdated? And they embraced it, which is wisdom. They didn't shoot him down. They said he was absolutely correct. So with that same energy, I'm hoping we keep. I want y'all to see something real quick. Asar Imhotep put up on the Summer Jam screen that Dr. Yosef Ben Yakinen in his book, Black Man of the Nile and His Family, 1972, written in 1972, page 344, asserts that the name Yahweh was a minor ancient Egyptian divinity. I'm going to say it again. Dr. Ben asserts in his book, according to Asar Imhotep, right? We're trusting that this is what's recorded in the book. And I'm not saying that because I disagree with it. I'm saying this is what he's representing in his PowerPoint presentation. All right. So he says that Dr. Ben asserts that the name Yahweh was a minor ancient Egyptian divinity. He traced it to the 26th dynasty, 663 to 527, before the Common Era. However, he does not provide a source for this set of glyphs in his text. By the way, just to be clear, that was him throwing shade at Dr. Ben. Because a lot of the new up-and-coming young guys in the Kemetic community, they dying to be the next Dr. Ben. And it might kill them. Because ego and pride goeth before a great fall. And some of these young men in the conscious community want to be that next guy, HNIC, that next Saber, that next great grandmaster teacher so bad that they make sure to throw shade at some of the current teachers and past elders. You don't have to take my word for it. Look at the videos as they're arguing among one another so you can validate and authenticate that what I'm saying is absolutely true. Let's deal with the claim now. The claim that's posited here is that Yahweh is an Egyptian deity. And let me show you why Dr. Ben was absolutely wrong on that. But aside from going into Black Man of the Nile, which is what Asar Imhotep quoted, I can actually go into another book written by Dr. Ben, because I believe in showing my own work too. On page 61, written in Roman numerals, right? In Dr. Ben's book, We the Black Jews. In Dr. Ben's book, We the Black Jews, page 61 in Roman numerals, Dr. Ben has might be blurry. There we go. Dr. Ben has an image of what he calls Yahweh as the name of an Egyptian deity. Yahweh, with what he claims is the name of an Egyptian deity. All right? Now watch this, y'all. Dr. Ben was absolutely incorrect when he said that. And I understand that it's okay to have bad information. Nobody's perfect. But one thing I was definitely surprised at is why Asar Imhotep repeated the error. Because although and while Dr. Ben made it clear that his students should continue his work and his legacy by learning those things that he himself never learned, chiefly and namely the Medu Neter, Reni Kemet, the language of Kemet. He says, go out and learn Medu Neter. Don't believe me, ask Saber Reggie, who walked with him. Don't believe me, ask Grandmaster Mfudiji, who walked with him. Those closest to him will tell you that he told his closest students, go out and continue my legacy, continue my work. Go and learn the things that I did not learn and represent well. One of those things he was referring to is the Medu Neter. So while I understand why Dr. Ben made a mistake in saying that Yahweh in Kemet was an Egyptian deity, I don't understand why Asar Imhotep repeated the error. So let me show you what I'm talking about. When y'all see this, it's going to be as clear as day. I'm now going into my archive, y'all, to pull out a clear, nice clear picture of the name Yahweh as Dr. Ben and now Asar Imhotep emphatically state is of Egyptian origin. And I'm going to show you in the Medu Neter why that's incorrect. So watch this. Starting, guys, from the far left, right? And again, you know, crash course in Medu Neter, 60 seconds or less, let's say. You're looking at a hieroglyphic or Medu Neter inscription, and you're asking yourself, from which direction should I start reading? I don't know. I'm new to this language, right? So Medu Neter is read from the direction that things are facing. So if you notice, to the far right is a seated deity, right? That's a determinative for Neter or God. So whomever this name is the name of a god. He's facing left. You look further up at the quail chick, or, you know, the baby chicken, and you notice that it's also facing left. So that means you should start the reading of this inscription from the left to the right. All right, crash course. You're looking at the first symbol to the far left, which is a single reed leaf, which can be an I or a Y. Then you're looking at the twisted flax in the middle. Then you're looking at the quail chick. So in other words, you have Y, H, W. Sometimes the quail chick is also a vowel where it means oo. In fact, oftentimes, when the quail chick is anywhere other than the last symbol, it usually represents a W. At the end, it almost always represents a vowel, oo, right? But in this case, it's rendered W, for whatever reason, let's say. So you have YHW, which if we add phonetics or vowels, can easily be Yahweh. But the Egyptians also added something to this. They added a divine standard, and on top of it, the Kasut glyph. Let me show you. The divine standard is this right here that you saw the hawk on earlier. And remember I said to you, it's in the earliest periods of Egypt, pre-dynastic to early dynastic Kemet, that this divine standard is used as a determinative for a Neter. So it lets you know that whatever deity this is supposed to represent is a deity that goes all the way back to the early dynastic, if not even pre-dynastic Egypt, which validates and authenticates Hebrew tradition. Yahweh wasn't born yesterday. It also crushes Asar Imhotep's pseudo point, and I gotta call a spade, when he made associations between the name Yahweh as used among the Canaanites. The Canaanites are predominantly as a nation state, or as nation states. Like the children of Israel, they're an Iron Age people, right? Their history is attested during the Iron Age, all right? Now, the divine standard goes all the way back to the late Bronze Age period, right? The late 4th millennia BC. The late 4th millennia BC. The late 3000s, 3200 BC, 3100 BC, 3000 BC, the late 4th millennia BCE. So it's letting you know that whoever this deity is goes back before Kemet was even a people. So Asar, I'm not sure if you're paying attention to what I would draw to your attention once again, that Yahweh, the name Yahweh, even predates Kemet being a people. There is no name Kemet in pre-dynastic Egypt. There is no people called Kemet in early dynastic or pre-dynastic Egypt. But you're pointing out the name Yahweh, which just based on the symbols, the Medu Neter, shows that it's a early dynastic and pre-dynastic deity, which you're pointing out by implication of Sar Imhotep, which means you're actually hustling backwards, is that Yahweh precedes even the formation of the nation state of Kemet and even the name Kemet, as it did not exist in the early dynastic or pre-dynastic period. So shout out to you for saying it. Double shout out to me for pointing it out and emphasizing it. I told y'all, throw up the video and shit alive. We're going to have fun with this.
We completely changed healthcare for millions of people by moving into sun.
Now let me show you something again. In looking at the Medu Neter here once more, you'll notice something significant. On top of the divine standard here, you see a hill, a mountain range. That mountain range is called in the Medu Neter Kasut. Kasut. And it is translated as foreigners or foreigner. It's translated as foreigners or foreigner. So what am I saying? Asar Imhotep, when you pointed out the name Yahweh as being an ancient Egyptian deity, and you even tried to get Dr. Ben to co-sign it, even though Dr. Ben freely admitted he don't do Medu Neter. So with all respect to him, his co-sign on the language only goes but far. But you are supposed to know the language, so we're counting on you to know something. So why didn't you tell the people, Asar Imhotep, that the mountain range on top of the divine standard represents a foreigner, which means even the people of Kemet knew that Yahweh was a deity foreign to the Egyptians. How could Yahweh be of Egyptian origin and the Egyptians themselves attach the foreign determinative to his name, indicating that he's a foreign deity? He is not native to ancient Egypt. In other words, young man, you killed yourself. In other words, son, go back to the drawing board and try it again. I told y'all, the work is easy when you're well studied. The work is easy when you're well studied. Why y'all sending me emails this morning? Zion, you gotta go watch Asar's presentation. He said Yahweh is from... Guys, I told y'all I offer classes. The fact that you're bothered by that, you gotta get in class, which been in session for the longest. What y'all worried about? This is a morning coffee break. Unraveling this. This is some sort of enigma to y'all? Zion, did you see his presentation? No, I didn't. I was enjoying my Saturday night. I hope you was. Y'all glued to YouTube on Saturday night? Well, goddamn. I'm thankful that I don't have that kind of life. I got a real life. No, I wasn't checking for what they doing on YouTube. I don't do that. I got a real life. Nor am I bothered by people who are said to be real scholars and do sloppy scholarship. Because once again, if Yahweh is an Egyptian deity Then when the Egyptians went to go write his name in the Medu Neter, why did they add the hieroglyph indicating that this is a foreign deity, not native to Egypt? In other words, son, you killed yourself on live TV. That's called suicide. So from this point onward, you seem to survive. You might have 9 lives, but we putting you on suicide watch. I want the Israelites in the community, when y'all go on Soneta's channel, after watching this video in full, make sure y'all comment in the comment section that Asar Imhotep is on suicide watch because he killed himself several times. And apparently, like the cat that's revered in ancient Egypt, he got more than 9 lives. So we're going to put you on suicide watch, son.
I don't believe in old Egyptian gods. I don't believe in that stuff. I wasn't even taught that bullshit, right? I'm the one who bangs against the Cometics. I bang against them and they can't get through me because the gods that they worship, right, were born from another group of thinking, right? So you can't come with me with no goddamn Heru or no other that bullshit. Show it to me in the primary, show it to me in writing, show it to me in the period. You're making the bullshit up.